You are the best wife." The house was quiet except for the soft hum of the ceiling fan. The evening sun painted golden stripes across the living room, catching dust motes as they floated lazily in the air. Arjun stood at the doorway, watching her, his wife, Meera, bent over the kitchen counter, rolling out dough for rotis with the same practiced grace she had every day. Her hair was tied back in a messy bun, a few strands clinging stubbornly to her cheeks, and her hands moved with the kind of rhythm only someone who had done the same task thousands of times could possess. It was such an ordinary moment, and yet, it struck him as extraordinary. He remembered how it all began, years ago in college, when Meera was the bold, outspoken girl in his literature class. She never seemed to shy away from debates, always eager to challenge professors with her razor-sharp questions. He, on the other hand, was the quiet one, always sitting at the back, scribbling in notebooks. Somehow, against the odds, they found each other. She liked his silences, he loved her storms. Marriage had not been easy. They were two different people with two different ways of being. There were months when the bills were tight, when arguments over little things felt heavier than they should. There were nights they went to bed back to back, neither wanting to speak first. But somehow, in the middle of all of it, she remained the anchor of their little world. She would laugh at his terrible jokes, stay up late helping him with work presentations, and quietly slip handwritten notes into his laptop bag that said things like, "You've got this," or, "I'm proud of you." And now, standing in that golden-lit kitchen, Arjun realized something he hadn't said aloud enough. You are the best wife. He whispered at first, almost testing the words. She didn't hear him over the sizzle of the pan. So he stepped closer, gently placing his hand over hers to stop her from rolling another roti. Meera, he said. She looked up, a little startled. You are the best wife, he said again, this time with a quiet conviction that made her pause. At first, she laughed, shaking her head. What's gotten into you? You're saying that like you're in a movie. But when she looked into his eyes, she saw he meant it, not as a casual compliment but as a truth he'd carried for years and never spoken plainly. Tears welled up in her eyes before she could stop them. I'm not perfect, she whispered. Neither am I, he replied. But you've loved me through everything. And that's what makes you the best. She leaned against him then, flour still on her hands, pressing her forehead into his chest. For a moment, the kitchen, the bills, the noise of the world, all of it disappeared. There was just them, standing together in the warm glow of an ordinary evening, feeling like it was the most extraordinary moment of their lives. And in that silence, Meera realized that those words, simple, unadorned, unprompted, meant more than any bouquet or gift or grand gesture ever could. Sometimes the greatest love stories aren't about fireworks or castles. Sometimes they're built quietly, in kitchens, in whispered words, in choosing each other over and over again, even on the hard days. Thanks for watching. Now more videos, please like, share and subscribe to my channel.